I've been asked to do a series of videos breaking down some of the basic steps in line dance, and so I hope this helps you. I have some people who are brand new to dancing and they're really trying to learn, and I teach in a country bar and I like to keep it pretty fast paced, so I don't really have time to break the steps down. So they asked me if I would do some videos, and so that's what I'm going to do. So if you're a new dancer, or maybe somebody who just wants to learn to line dance and you're a little intimidated, maybe this will help you. If you're an instructor and you have new people coming in and you also don't have time to break these steps down, feel free to use these videos, whatever. I'm happy to share whatever I have. I will say I am not a professional dancer. I have never been a professional dancer. I've been line dancing for about 12 years, and these videos and the videos I do of my dances are just designed to share with you what helps me best. So hopefully, if you're a professional dancer and you're thinking, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Well, she doesn't know. She's just having fun. So, 3 things I want to go over real quick before we get into the actual breaking down of the steps. I think there are 3 foundational things if you're trying to learn to line dance that you need to think about, you need to understand. The first one is, I think really super important, you need to learn to count to 8. In line dance, almost everything is done in verses of 8, what I call verses of 8. Some people call them sets of 8, whatever, it doesn't matter. 8 counts. 8 is the magic number. Every time you move your foot, it's going to be a count. So if it's a whole count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every time you move, it's a count, okay? So 8 is the magic number. I want you to think about that. The second thing is kind of what I was just talking about. There's whole counts, and then there's syncopated counts. Whole counts is just a basic, for every count there's a step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever direction you're going, if you're turning, it doesn't matter. Whole counts, just 1 through 8. Then syncopated is a little faster when we get into shuffles and different steps like that, where you're actually taking 3 steps in two counts. So a shuffle would be 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So it's a little faster, and so those are the 2 different kinds of steps. The other thing that is super, super important is the answer to the question, where's your weight? And that is really, really important, because if your weight's on your left foot, like mine is right now, and your instructor says, step to the left, you can't do it. So you first have to step to the right so that you can step to the left, and everybody else is already ahead of you and you're messed up. So if you can understand one thing in line dance, that would be the thing that I would stress. Where's your weight? If your weight's on your left foot, your right foot is the one that's going to be moving. It's going to move forward, it's going to move to the side, it's going to move back, but you're going to be on the right beat and the right foot. So where's your weight is a really important thing in line dance. Okay, so we're going to go into breaking down some of the steps. I hope that this helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. You can find me on Facebook, whatever, and I hope you have a great time dancing. In this segment, we're going to be looking at turns, because this is where most new dancers get all bumfuzzled. I know I did. There's lots of different ways to teach about turns. I'll try a couple of different things. Basically, it just takes practice. Any of this stuff just takes practice. And that's all it is. Line dances are only just a series of these different steps put together in different orders. That's all it is. So, we're going to start out with the smallest turn first, which is a quarter turn. If you envision you're standing on a clock, right now I'm facing the 12 o'clock wall. So it's noon, it's high noon right now. If we turn to the right, it's 3 o'clock. Okay, so that would be a quarter turn. 15 minutes passed and we just had a quarter turn. If I make a half turn, I'm at the 6 o'clock wall. So I was facing the front, now I'm facing where my back was facing, and so that's the 6 o'clock wall. I just made a half turn. If we turn again to the right, we're at the 9 o'clock wall. Okay, so there's quarter turns, there's half turns, there's 3/4 turns, and there are full turns, and I'm going to try to cover those. So wish me luck. Okay, weights on the left, we're gonna turn to the left. We're gonna do quarter turns to the left. We're gonna step out. Our weight is on our left foot. We're gonna step out and take weight on our right foot. Then we're just gonna pivot and take our weight to our left foot. That was a quarter turn. We're now facing the 9 o'clock wall. We just made a quarter turn to the left. So it's step, turn, and on that turn you're taking your weight onto your left foot. 1, 2. Let's do it again. We're going to step out on the right. We're going to do another quarter turn, so I'll be facing the 6 o'clock wall. Step, quarter turn. So we just did, now we did 2 quarter turns, so now we just have done a half turn because we were facing the front, the 12 o'clock wall. Now we're going to do another one. Step, turn. Step, turn. Okay, so it's just a 2 count move. Now if you want to turn to the right, it's the same exact thing. Your weight's on your right foot, you step out with weight on your left, then you just pivot and change your weight over to your right foot. We do it again. Step out left, turn, and weight is on your right. Step left, turn, weight is on your right. Step left, turn, weight is on your right. So we just did 4 quarter turns and we ended up facing the front wall, so that was a full turn. I know that's confusing. Alright, so that's quarter turns. The next is half turns. And we're going to, weight is on the left. We're going to do a half turn to the left. So I'm going to step out with my weight on the right, just like I did in a quarter turn. I'm going to turn my body a half turn and put my weight on my left foot. So it's 1, 2, and I just made a half turn. We're going to do step, turn. So that was 2 half turns equals a full turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you might go the other way. If your weight's on the right foot, we'll be turning to the right. We'll be turning over your right shoulder. Step, turn. Your weight goes to your right foot. Step, turn. Okay, so that's a half turn. It's all about direction and where you end up facing when you get done. Okay, I'm going to skip 3 quarter turns just because that's kind of a little bit more challenging. And I'm going to go into full turns. There are, especially in harder dances, you might do a full turn. Usually, or not always, this can either be in whole counts or this can be syncopated. If it's a shuffling turn or just a whole count full turn, put it back up a little bit. I'm going to step back on my right. Okay, that just made a half turn. I'm going to the left. I'm just going to turn and step on my left foot, and I end up facing my front wall. I did a full turn in 2 steps. 1, okay, I just turned and stepped on my right foot. Now I'm going to turn and step on my left foot. 2. Now if I'm going to do a shuffling turn, I'm going to go 1 and 2. That was a half turn. 3 and 4. So that was a full turn. So that might be a little harder. Full turns are a little harder. So 1, 2, or any 2 count. It can be 5, 6, or 7, 8, whatever. So, but basically it's a directional thing. So just practice that. I know turns can be pretty overwhelming, but if you think about the clock and think about just where you want to end up on that clock, I think it might help you. So hopefully this was not too confusing. I would welcome your feedback on that. Thank you.